All right, if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this. But it's a gorgeous day in Minnesota, and I know this sounds really crazy to a lot of people, but it's like 37 degrees here, which is a heat wave. So I get to put in some miles outside today on a track that's kind of melted, but it was great. I mentioned before, I'm kind of congested. I'm getting over some sickness, and it really affects my lungs whenever I get sick, because I had asthma, have had, who knows. And I'm really excited. I was still able to do sub 940 miles with that. So that tells me still on the up and up, and hopefully I will be good for the time I want to do. I only put in 2 today because I didn't want to push my body too hard, but I'm feeling really good. Back in the truck. Here we go. Well, hello. It's been a minute. Why? Well, because clearly, as you can tell, I got sick. So that's why. But that said, I've done 2 runs since I've been feeling a lot better. Wanted to make sure that my lungs are still really good, everything is good, and we're good, which is really, really good. Good. I cannot believe that we are sitting at a week before the big race. Next week is Princess. Oh, so I am surrounding myself with all of the things that I need to pack, all of the stuff, the last minute details, the outfit planning, all of the things. I'm gonna walk you through kind of what I'm doing and all that fun stuff, in addition to how I've been doing with training. So first and foremost, disclaimer, if you're sick, make sure you go get checked out by a doctor. Make sure you're good to run, that you're not overexerting yourself, that you're not pushing yourself to the limit, because that is not healthy. There's the disclaimer. Now, that said, I did 2 runs recently. I did 1 run on Saturday, and then I did 1 run today. So I kind of went every other day. Before that, it had been since the Monday prior that I had really done anything. So it was a while, which was not in the plan. Most definitely not in the plan for training. And I was super nervous. Like, let me tell you, I was stressed out. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's gonna be too hard. Blah, 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 blah. And I did it, and it was okay. And I definitely took it slow for the first mile, and then realized that I could do it. So kept going, and it was great. And actually the first run that I did on Saturday was outside. It was beautiful here in Minnesota. And today I went back to the track. So comparable times, which is great. And actually my second mile today, out of 3, I got pretty close to that 9 minutes. It was 9:10. So yeah, we're making progress still, folks. 2 side by side, Saturday and today, Monday, my splits. So I did 2 miles on Saturday because I didn't want to overdo it, didn't want to push myself too far. And then today I did 3 miles just to make sure that everything is good. We're tracking, everything feels good, and everything's great. So hooray! Here are the 2. You can see there's a little bit of difference between them, but ultimately I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing so far. You know, I've had my stretch goal of being sub 9 minutes for full 3 miles. This sickness kind of threw a wrench into that, unfortunately. But I'm still really proud of the times that I'm doing and the averages that I'm getting as well. So the strategy for the last couple days has been run 3 minutes, 30 seconds, walk 30 seconds, run 3 minutes, 30 seconds, walk 30 seconds. And today I actually introduced some sprints in the 2nd and 3rd miles so that I could try really hard to get those average or to get those times down. But I found that even with the sprints, I'm having to recover for so much longer. It just really doesn't affect or help my time very much. It's really those sustained jogs, those sustained slow runs that are helping me get the better time. So this whole process has been a ton of learning, a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing, trying to see what works the best. And ultimately, if I want to get below that 9-minute mile, it's gonna be run for 4 minutes and walk for 30 seconds or less. That is what it's gonna be. That is the perfect scenario for me, my body type, my gait, my pace, all the things. So that is what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm gonna try to do this next run. And we'll see how it goes. But as I'm recovering, 3 minutes and 30 seconds on, 30 seconds walking has been what I've been doing. Okay, so let's talk race, because last week brought about the race maps, the routes. We got to see where we're going. There are ramps. I knew the ramps. I knew there was gonna be ramps, but now seeing them, I'm just like, ah, and they hit at about 3 miles in or so. So it's kind of that time when you're like, okay, I'm done running on the road. But right after those ramps is when we start getting into the parks for the 10K. So I'm feeling good about it still. I know I have something that I'm going toward. So I know it'll probably be slow, kind of moving around on those roads, but I'm confident I can do it, and I'm gonna get under my time, and it'll be great. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun along the way, and I'm not going to crush myself if I don't, but I'm really excited. My friends and I that have been training together have been amazing. We all have our own times that we're trying to go for. We all have our own pace. We're probably gonna separate, but it's gonna be so fun to see everybody cross the finish line. It's gonna be so cool. So that route, starting off on the roads, ultimately going up the ramps, coming back down, and then entering the parks, which is gonna be so cool. Here is a screenshot of the 10K route, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. All right, so planning wise, things that I still have yet to do. I still have to rhinestone my little sweatbands hat, or head sweats hat. I still have to do this, and I'm not exactly sure if I'm even gonna wear it, to be honest. I kind of feel like, I don't know, can I take your order? I don't know. It's not giving the most magical vibes, so I might not wear it. But we'll see. I do want to have some bling bling somehow. So I gotta figure that out, and it might be a little crown or something like that, but we shall see. Other than that, other than my race outfit, which I've talked about, I think on episode 1, you probably saw, I have been outfit planning. So I have lots of things, and if you're anything like me, you plan based off of the parks you're gonna be at every day. So, you know, for my Animal Kingdom days, I usually like to wear something that's kind of like animal print or something like that. And then of course, when it's Hollywood Studios, I like to do Star Wars. So I'm kind of going off of that, and we're gonna see, there's gonna be lots of YOLOso, there's gonna be lots of really fun things that I'll be wearing, and I am pumped. But I have to pull it together, and I have to wash it still. So that's where I'm at this point. And from what it looks like, the weather's gonna be about 80 degrees each day, which is beautiful. And I'm so excited about it. So I'm also hovering around that. Do I need a tank top? Should I be wearing t-shirts and shorts or whatever? It's just such a drastic change from where we're at here in Minnesota that I'm always like, ugh, and an overpacker. So I will be this trip too. A couple of must-have things based off of all the YouTube videos that I've watched, based off of everything that I've seen online. For runDisney, a couple must-haves. Make sure if you are running with a headset or something like that, or AirPods or whatever, that they are charged, that you bring your charger, that you don't forget to turn it off after your last run. Make sure you do that. That's number one. The second thing is make sure you bring your Body Glide or whatever friction gel goop stuff that you're going to use, because you're gonna want it if you're wearing shorts and if you're anything like me. So don't forget that. That is a big one. You don't want to regret it, especially if it's the longer extended trip and you're walking a lot. The next thing is make sure you bring your sunglasses. A lot of people mention, especially in the longer races like the 10K and the, or more specifically the half, the sun is blaring in your eyes when you are coming around some corners. So you're gonna want your sunglasses. Now for the 10K, I don't plan to bring my sunglasses. I might regret that, but I don't plan to because it's just another thing to carry and I don't feel like doing that. The next thing is your flip belt or whatever it is that you're going to keep all of your things with you. So your phone, your other things, make sure you've got it on you, or make sure that your shorts that you're wearing have the pocket so that you've got easy storage there while you're running. I have heard a lot of people bringing Mylar blankets, bringing like these foam things that are for gardening so that you can sit while you're waiting on them. I've heard people bringing all kind of an extra bag to carry all their loot around with afterward. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not bringing all that. I can't imagine carrying all of those things, and I just don't want to worry about it. So I'm not bringing any of those things. Literally all I'm bringing with me on race day are my shocks, which is what I run with every single time. So I've got some music, especially on those longer roads. That is what I'll be bringing. I'm going to be bringing my shirt, which you saw on a previous episode vlog, where you could see it's just the Amazon Essentials one, so I can throw it away if I need to. It's very, very cheap. I will also be bringing my flip belt, which is going to have my phone, and that's it. Not bringing anything else. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep me going. I will have everything that I need, and I know with the water stops and everything else, I'm not bringing a water bottle. I'm not bringing any of that stuff. So I'm hopeful that's all I need, and I'm not doing all the extra stuff. So unless you're running a really long race, the 10K perhaps, or excuse me, the half marathon, I don't know that you need it, but there's a lot of people that love those things, so I'm not going to discount those either. So the training plan over the next week, since we are just days away, since I will be flying in on Thursday and the race is on Saturday, it presents a little bit of an interesting thing in that Thursday and Friday we will be still park hopping, and we're gonna have to go to bed early on Friday, obviously, because we have to get up super early on Saturday. But with that being said, because of the amount of miles I'm gonna be walking, I'm not gonna overdo it early next week. So this week is really the last full trainings that I'm gonna be doing. I'm hopeful that I'm gonna run another 4-miler on Wednesday. Wednesday's a crazy day for me with work and volunteering in school and all kinds of stuff. So we'll see if that happens, but that is the goal right now, is to run another 4 or 3.5, or maybe just a 3-mile, and then one more likely on Friday as well. So that's the plan as of now. I've got probably 3 or 4 runs left, probably 3, and then I feel like I'll be ready to go. So lots of walking that's going to be happening and all these different things around the parks. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to get blisters. So I will likely be wearing the same shoes that I wear all the time. And yeah, I'm really, those are the only things I'm kind of nervous about, is blisters and walking so much around the parks right before the race. So we'll see how it goes. That's really going to do it for today. I've had a couple questions about, okay, so once we're done with training, once you're done with Princess, what happens to your YouTube page? Well, if you've noticed, YOLOgo is not necessarily just running. It's just go, go, go. Where are you going? Maybe going to the parks, maybe going to Target, whatever. But it's always going to be keeping this kind of Disney magic behind it. So once this is done, and after I am done cataloging all of the fun for Run Disney, I'm hopeful to run more races, so I'll continue to kind of post about progress there. But I'm also going to be bringing all kinds of other magic here. So different news, different updates, thoughts about different things, entertainment, things like that. And yeah, if you have anything you'd like to see, let me know. Other than that, have a fantastic day. If it's your rest day, take it easy. If it's your go day and you're running, go for it. You can do it. I believe in you. I know you can. That's all for now. See you real soon.